pretty at nighttime, don't she? The lights look good at night, boy. Yeah. Oh man, boy. Hold on, YouTube, hold on. Try and get all this stuff out of here. Yeah, just got back in town. Did a little short run. Yeah, my fault, y'all. Just got back in town, did a little short run to went to Raleigh, North Carolina. It's a short week for me. I think I took my first load on like I think it was like, what day I left out, like Tuesday evening. I think I left out like late Tuesday. So like I said, short week for me. Tomorrow I gotta pick up my load. It's Friday, tomorrow Friday I'm gonna pick up a load. And I'm gonna deliver it on Monday going to Tennessee. Yeah. Yeah, she held up good though. Must say myself. Do say so myself. She held up real good. Like I said, did a little short run to Raleigh. Didn't want to go too far on the first trip. But next week gonna be the test. Oh, why the fuck I go this way? I don't think this ain't gonna work. But yeah, next week gonna be the test. Next week I'm going to Tennessee, Knoxville. So you know, going that direction, I gotta get on 81. Got that mountains or whatever. I was trying to avoid the mountains as long as I could, as long as possible. But gotta get out there eventually. So with this whole trucking thing, man, they real funny. It's a whole little initiation phase when you get your own authority. Cause like a lot of the brokerages, the people, the dealerships, all the people that got the good paying work, they they don't want to, a lot of them don't really want to mess with you starting out. So you gotta like, you gotta mess with your people when that's on your level. For example, like with car hauling on the low board, they give you a rating, and it shows you like how many ratings you have, and that's kind of like equivalent to like how many loads you did somewhat. So if you have let's say a 1% rate, I mean not 1%, you got one rating. So okay, let me start over. So it gives you a rating, and they give you a percentage on that rating. Say like the percentage is kind of like equivalent to, have you been paying on, if you're a shipper, if you've been paying on time, or driver, if you've been getting the loads down time. Like for example, if you do a load, they give you it asks you after the load, you can give a person a rating that you dealt with, and the yes would be if they handled all the contractual obligations, and then you give them a neutral, and you can give them a no. And so if you get a lot of the yeses, it makes your percentage go up. Like for right now, I think I only have like a 4 rating. Basically 4 people gave me ratings, and I have a 100%. I'm gonna give you examples. Like for example, if you had, say, a person have a 2 rating, and then they might have a 100%. So a lot of these companies, they want you to have a certain amount of ratings. For example, one company wanted me to have like 10 ratings they want me to have like 10 ratings and 100% score before they fool with me, before they deal with me. And then you got some brokerages that want you to be in, have your authority active for 3 months. And I'm pretty sure they want you to have a certain amount of loads done in that time frame too, but they want you to be active for 3 months before they give you a load. And all this is the initiation phase, just to weed out, I guess, the people who ain't serious, or I ain't even gonna say who ain't serious, who just not like capable of being in business in this game. So yeah, so I've been having to look for, I've been having to target the dealers and stuff that's on Central that have a low amount of ratings but still have a good percentage. Like for example, the 3, I did like the 3 stop load. So when I did that, the people I was dealing with, they had like maybe 50 ratings, but it was all 100%. And it shows you like how many, shows you like the past 3 months, past 6 months, stuff like that. So you can gauge them and see how good they've been doing as far as paying out and stuff like that. So I had to target those small rating companies, because people with the big ratings, the thousands, had X amount of ratings before they mess with you. But it's all cool though, because the funny part is I done sat at home for like majority of the time I thought he'd been active. So my 3 months about to be up in like a couple weeks. Like it sucked when I was going through it, but now I'm about ready to run. It's funny because it's like basically that whole time frame I was getting my truck together and letting the time run up on my authority. So now by the time I'm ready to run, I only really gotta wait like a couple weeks before I can get the good paying loads. So I'm about to be up. So I just gotta hold on and keep running, putting together some work until then. But it ain't bad though. Like I potentially got my own customer. I potentially got my first customer today. I basically, so when you start in the car hauling, so the brokers is the one that got the big loads, got a lot of volume of loads, and the dealerships is the ones you gotta deal with starting out. But at the same time, it's a good thing because that's a direct customer. So like in car hauling, it's dealerships all over, but it's pros and cons to having the dealers or whatever. So say like if I get some work from a dealer, the average dealer maybe only got like, or maybe only order like one, 2 cars at a time. So it's like you gotta make it work for you that makes sense. For example, like one of the loads I did today, the customer, I gave him business, I did the load for him, signed off on the paperwork, I handed him all business cards when I was done. So I gave him the business card, told him to call me if they need any help in any other work. So the guy told me off the back, he was like, yeah, I got another car in Delaware that need to come down. There's only one vehicle. So of course that don't really make sense when I got a 7 car to come down back to Raleigh for one vehicle. So I would have had to put together a whole load for it to make sense for me. But I wasn't able to do that, so I didn't do the work, I didn't do the load. But it's that easy to get a direct customer car hauling. Like I said, even though it don't really, it's good, it's like it's real easy, but at the same time you gotta know that they really just looking for who's gonna do it for the lowest price. So it ain't like your customer gonna really be loyal, but it's still cool to have, you know what I'm saying, that be that easy to get a direct customer. And like I don't know about any other niches, but to me that's like, it seems so easier than in other fields. I don't know, I never tried to get a direct customer in like refrigeration or any other little niche, but I don't know, it seems like it's more easier in the car hauling to get a direct customer, because you got to think about it's dealership, like it's a dealership on every corner, at least in the DMV where I'm from. In major cities, it's a dealership on every corner. So it's like, but the thing is, what you want to do is try to find that dealership that orders a lot of cars at a time so they can keep you running, and that's what you want to do. Like you don't want to have those dealerships that only order 1 car at a time, 1 car a month, 2 cars a month, something like that. You want to get the used dealership that order a bulk of them at a time on a consistent basis, so that, you know what I'm saying, you get that direct customer. That would be a good move right there. And those are the ones you want to hold on to and keep. So let me run across a dealer that's shipping cars out frequently. Most definitely, I'm gonna keep that customer around. But it's all good. Like I'm getting the flow. Like, it's really not that complicated as far as working the load boards and booking loads. Like, especially because I've been in this. I've been doing this walk for a minute. I've been paying attention how it goes. Like I said, I was at a small car hauling company, so I was kind of like talking to them about the loads they was booking and stuff. So I had like inside knowledge of it before I even got out here. But yeah. So I've been managing to get some decent loads too, even with a lot of companies not messing with me. So we're gonna make it work, man. Like I said, I don't got that much time before my 3-month little rookie hazing is over. Then I'll be able to get the better paying loads. My bad, I just got a phone call. What was that? But yeah, that's about it. Like I said, next week, yeah, I'm just basically getting the feel for my truck, learning my truck, learning the trailer, stuff like that, so I can be able to, you know what I'm saying, move faster and everything. Like my first load, I took my time because it's even though it's a small trailer and I'm used to using big trailers, it's my first time using a trailer that's old, and also just learning my equipment. So I made sure I wasn't speeding, driving them cars on there, none of that. I was out there for a minute just taking my time and learning where the spots at, where I want to put stuff at. And I hold the big vehicle too, so I know where to put them at, where not to put it at. So I'm just learning my equipment. Like I said, by next month, I'm gonna have everything all like flowing smooth, and that's where I want to run that, booking the loads. I say about the next 3 months, because like I said, I'm gonna be able to get better loads by next month, so it might change everything. But yeah, so I'm gonna, like, the next couple months, just getting the flow, how I want to run, when I want to run, stuff like that, learning my equipment. It'll be good, man. Yeah, I just want to check in with y'all, man, let y'all know how it's going. First load in the books. First potential customer in the books. Yeah, man, on to the next one, man. Catch y'all on the next video.